Hi Libra, this is going to be your reading for February 2020 for career and money, or work and finance, depending on how you phrase it. So these are the cards that we are using. They feel so tiny. They feel so tiny. It's because the other cards that I use on my channel are much thicker. So of course they sort of build up a little bit more. So we're going to have a look, see what's coming through in this particular reading and what messages I can provide you for February 2020 for career. Now, there's just been a lot happening on the planet. You know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of that energy. We also have a Mercury retrograde. So if some of you are just feeling like, what the heck is going on? I just want you to know that things will get better. We do have, and this is something I mentioned even in 2019, is that we do have the energy of the planets of Jupiter and also Saturn, okay, and their effects are felt consistently over time because the planet is a little bit further away. When I say a little bit further away, it's a lot further away than a planet like Mercury, for example. So I just want you to know that their effects will be felt over time and consistently throughout 2020, but of course we do have a Mercury retrograde in February mid-month, so I want to let you know that you may feel the effects of that on travel, technology and communication. It may cause just a bit of chaos here and there, so just be aware of that. But we've got through so many retrogrades before, so you will get through this one as well. So Libra, I also want to mention as well, if you would like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. It sounds so sarcastic, but that's the truth. I've been doing this for almost a year now, and honestly, reading for so many of you, whether it is through private paid readings or the free reading giveaway, it's just amazing to connect with so many of you and to really give you those answers. But if you'd like to purchase a private paid reading, information will also be down below. They're done within 24 to 48 hours. Last thing I want to mention is that my intention bracelets are on Etsy. So this one here is the Law of Attraction bracelet. There are so many on my store, from career, finance, wealth, evil eye protection, happiness, confidence, all that good stuff. If you want to see the reviews and see how other people have seen results with these handmade bracelets, definitely do check out the Etsy shop. It will be down below. And they're meditated with, they're saged, all that good stuff. So let's have a look. Let's see what's coming through, Libra. As I mentioned with the retrograde, you will very much so get through it. Panic not, panic not. I think that's probably the most important thing, is definitely sort of not to panic. Let me just lay out these cards so that I know how many I need. I'm an upright reader. So there are so many upright readers also on YouTube. I always read upright. So that is that. That's how my gift works. It's how I get the most accurate messages as well. And there's enough cards in tarot for me to be able to paint, both sides of the story. There's good cards, and then of course there's the not so great cards. So there's enough of those, whether you read upright, reversed, or just upright. So anyways, aside from that, let's see. Ooh, Star card flipped over as well. King of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, we've got the King of Wands, High Priestess, Temperance. Wow. Okay, so we've got all of the cards out. These just flipped over. We've got the Fool card. Ooh, these blues really match my nails as well. We've got the Seven of Cups and we've got the Three of Wands. Okay, so these messages are very important, and what I would say is that your throat chakra is going to be very well activated in February. So happy February, of course, to all of you. We are in February, but what I am seeing is that specifically with the throat chakra, that you are going to feel like you just want to communicate, your truth, what it is that you want, how it is that you want certain things. You're going to just feel very open in that sense. Now, because of the retrograde, I will just give you a warning. Make sure that you just think a little bit before you say certain things, because they may be taken sort of out of context, things like that. People are a little bit more sensitive during the time of a retrograde because they have, they just have things that can go on. You know, they may just have a bad mood, and, you know, things might be breaking for them, or, you know, things might not be working for them because it affects travel, technology and communication. So, you know, people may feel quite stuck, or their Wi-Fi may not work, their phone may not work, things may break. So people are also very sensitive because we're all going through the retrograde. So, you know, just be aware of sort of what you say in that sense, because the 10 of Wands here is showing that, you know, that can sort of burden you. Also, check messages, emails before you send them, making sure they're going to the right person, and also proofreading to make sure the information in it is either correct or grammatically correct as well. So just little things that I have to mention, because if you follow those things, you're going to breeze through this retrograde. Look at these cards, all right? So the 10 of Wands is just showing that burden specifically, but you're going to breeze through the retrograde, so panic not. 3 of Wands, you know, be patient. Again, just think about things before you sort of really go towards it. Just take a little bit of time before you do things. The key in this particular month is to take a little bit of time and not to rush things, all right? Knight of Pentacles is showcasing, don't rush things. If there's something you need to do, take your time over it. Make sure it's right and it's done properly, right? The High Priestess also showcasing that as well. You know, take your time over things, make sure that they're right. High Priestess is about knowledge, so just make sure you're not rushing things specifically. The more you rush things in February, especially when you've got this retrograde, the more, you know, you may feel burdened, you may feel like you've made mistakes and things like that, especially in regards to career. Very important. Temperance is also about taking time, okay? It's about evaluating and making sure that everything is sort of balanced and going right. The Ace of Swords here is about you feeling like you really want to communicate your vision, your truth. You may feel like you have a certain epiphany in February as well. You may have, you know, realizations as to, oh my gosh, you know, I really want to do this in my life, and I want to do that in my life, and, you know, I feel like being like this and that, you know. So I'm definitely sensing you feeling quite strong about, you know, sort of how you want to do certain things in your career, and also perhaps even having different ideas in regards to that as well. So 10 of Cups, overall your month is going to be emotionally quite okay. So long as you're able to take a few of these little bits of advice, your month is going to be okay. Emotionally you are going to feel quite balanced, especially since the High Priestess has quite a strong Pisces energy. The Star card here is really showing again that, you know, you will be okay. It's also about making a wish. So make a wish in regards to your career and your financial situation, because you might find that you might just get it, because the King of Pentacles here is about a step up. So in regards to your career, you may find that you get more recognition, or that you get a promotion, or that you get some form of a bonus, or you just get recognized for what you do. So the Knight to the King here definitely shows that, but remember, these are slow energies, so try not to rush yourself too much. Now the King of Wands, even though you might say, I thought you were talking about slow energies, this has a different meaning. So the King of Wands here is about ideas, right? As I mentioned, you may have lots of ideas, you may find that you want to do lots of different things throughout the course of February. So this really is about sharing your ideas, okay, sharing your vision, but also make sure, you know, you sort of really think about things before you sort of share it. There's a huge possibility that people just take things a little bit wrong, especially during Mercury retrograde. People are more sensitive, so again, you know, just keep that in mind. But this really is about sort of you conquering everything in February. You will very much so get there, and the world is ruled by Saturn, which is also, you know, a planet I was talking about, Jupiter and Saturn's energy. So it's about structure, it's about organization. You'll feel like you're putting more structure into your life in February essentially as well. So we talked about the 3 of Wands, 7 of Cups. You know, you will feel like things are working out the way that you want them to be. The Fool is about being quite spontaneous. So as I mentioned, take time with things. Try not to be too spontaneous or too sort of like, I'm just going to randomly do this, because with the retrograde, you may find that that burdens you as well. So, you know, that Uranus energy can be a little bit sort of all over the place. But for the most part, I'm seeing lots of improvements for you. Just take your time. It's a very big warning at the same time. Just take time over things, you know, enjoy it. So this is your reading, Libra, and if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and definitely do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, the free reading giveaway, which I do every single month, and also the the bracelets on Etsy as well. Overall, I'm seeing some really lovely things for you, and I hope you take care, and I hope you have a lovely day or night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, and do take care. Bye everyone.